apparently Xbox has no games, and on top of that it's been said by many Sony fans that they have nothing coming out this year at all. Let's talk about this. What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. I do hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day as always. I'm kind of sick of hearing the narrative that Xbox has no games at all, so in today's video I'm going to discuss all of the upcoming games that are coming out this year, at least the ones that are confirmed to come out this year at the time of me recording this video. And before some people comment down below, well Ben, a lot of these games are coming to PC as well. Well, Microsoft doesn't really care what you play on, and plus most, if not all, PlayStation games will be coming to PC too. So just find the nearest bin and please just get into it. Like, get over yourselves. It's the thing. It's a good thing that your game comes to another platform, especially like PC. It's a good thing. Your game is reaching more people, which brings the developers more money to make more games. It's quite simple, really. And the thing is, guys, Xbox does have a ton of stuff coming out, ones that people won't even realize that are actually coming out that are exclusives. And just because a lot of these games are new IPs doesn't mean they won't be good. Just remember that The Last of Us and Uncharted series were new IPs once. Just remember that. Anyway, so the first game here today we're going to talk about is obvious. It's Halo Infinite. Now, this game is easily one of the most highly anticipated Xbox Series X games that is scheduled to come out this year. This game was delayed from last year, but it looks like it's going to be November this year this time. So fingers crossed it doesn't get delayed again. The game is described as a spiritual reboot by the developer 343 Industries, which I really hope brings a ton of life back into the franchise after the less than ideal display from Halo 5. I really hope that this game will resuscitate the franchise and bring some new life into it and make Halo back to one of the best franchises that has ever been around. But I'm so hyped for this game. I think it's going to be a huge one. It's going to be a massive hit. People are going to love it, and it's going to be one that people talk about for a long time. Next, we're going to talk about Bright Memory Infinite. Bright Memory Infinite is a futuristic game set in the year 2036. There's a strange phenomenon in the skies for which scientists can find no explanation for it. It soon discovers that these strange occurrences are connected to an archaic mystery. So this game to me just looks awesome. It looks like a Titanfall style of gameplay with the most gorgeous graphics I've ever seen, running at a 4K resolution at 60 FPS and a rumored 120 FPS mode as well for this game. But as you can see by the trailer, this game now just looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, just look at it on screen, the water effects at the start of this trailer, it just looks fantastic. This game is planned for a release date of this year. I can't wait for this game. Going to be another awesome shooter to play here on the Xbox platform. Next, we're going to go on to a horror game. We have Scorn, which is a very eerie looking horror game with some of the best weapon animations I think I've ever seen in my life. It looks freaking awesome, guys. Scorn is set in a nightmarish universe of odd forms and somber tapestry. It is designed around the idea of being thrown into the world. Isolated and lost inside this dreamlike world, you will explore different interconnected regions in a non-linear fashion. Every location contains its own theme, puzzles, and characters that are integral in creating a cohesive world. I think this game looks gorgeous as well. I'm not a fan of horror games usually, but I will give this one a go, especially with the awesome designs of the weapons, the way you reload, the enemies look pretty cool. It doesn't look too scary. It's just more mind-boggling and creepy, to be honest. But this is going to be coming to Game Pass as well, so you just got to give this a go. Next, we have Warhammer 40k Darktide from the developers of the best-selling and award-winning franchise Vermintide. Warhammer 40k Darktide is a visceral 4-player co-op action game set in the high city of Tertium. I think I pronounced that right. If not, just drill me in the comments below. Fight together with your friends against hordes of enemies in this new Warhammer 40k experience. I have recently been playing Vermintide, and this game has been optimized for Series X, and it just is so much fun and looks gorgeous as well. This game is set to release later this year and is one I'm definitely going to get my hands on as soon as possible. Next, we have Crossfire X. Crossfire X will be a new experience for console gamers, as this has been a game that is usually released on PC, but this game is an incredibly popular first-person shooter franchise that's mostly mostly been played in the Asian regions. Crossfire X, the radical new entry in the Crossfire franchise, is making a big statement in many ways. The largest is that it's coming to Xbox consoles, including the Xbox Series X and S, for the first time ever, and before anywhere else. This game's graphics looks gorgeous and is another shooter game that I just can't wait to play on my Series X. It's great to see popular PC games that are in many different regions coming native to our Xbox platform, and hopefully Game Pass, so it will get access to millions of players. Just want to say quickly, guys, if you are this far through the video, are you ready for this one? I want you to comment down below. Xbox does have games, and if you say otherwise, then you are a dirty wet wipe. Next, going on from that bit, we have the Ascent. This is a game that got quite a bit of hate because it was a top-down viewed kind of game. The Ascent is a solo and co-op action RPG set in a cyberpunk world. The mega corporation that owns you and everyone, the Ascent Group, has just collapsed. Confusion and chaos ensue, security and order are in disarray, and without protection, everyone is left to fend for themselves. Stop gangs and hostile corporations from taking over and discover what really happened. I think personally it sounds awesome, and I think it looks gorgeous with the amazing ray tracing they're adding to this game. I just hope it has a really good storyline that is important, as this is really important for games. So fingers crossed it'll be good, but this is set to release later this year, and I believe it's coming to Game Pass day one as well. Chorus is the next game on the list. Play as ex-cultist Nara and her sentient AI companion and starfighter Forsaken in Chorus' concise and compelling single-player experience. Experience fast-paced, frantic action that involves the spirit of classic space shooters and fight to unite resistance forces against the Circle and their ominous leader, the Great Prophet. Outgun, outwit, and outmaneuver hordes of enemy starfighters, titanic battleships, and unknown void entities. So this is another incredible looking game at this point. I don't even know what to say anymore. All these games just look incredible. We have so many more coming to Xbox as well, but we move on. We keep proving the point that there's more and more coming. Tunic is an adorable looking game that is scheduled to come out this year for Series X as well. It looks like it's been based on the Zelda series. We don't have a ton of news on this game right now as we speak, but it has been delayed due to the global pandemic. But it is still set to release this year. It looks like it's going to be a joy to play, like a very much a Zelda type of game with lots of puzzles and cool things like that. I can't wait to get my hands on this one. You guys should be excited for it. But you know, Xbox has no games, right? So on to the next game. 12 Minutes is another horror-like game that is coming to Xbox this year. This is supposed to be an interactive thriller about a man trapped in a time loop. This game also features James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and Willem Dafoe, so that's pretty cool, and a massive cast, so they must have had quite a big budget judging by the people they've got to be in this game. So this is going to be cool. It's a horror game, so I don't know how I'll cope with it, but it's one that I'm definitely going to give a go and try out, as it looks cool, it looks interesting, it's a bit different, and you know what, I managed to get through Little Nightmares 2 and Little Nightmares, so I'll give it a go. It looks kind of similar art style to that, and I will try it out, and fingers crossed it will be okay. We have one more in the list here today, but I also want to mention that we have a ton of games that were shown at the Idea Xbox event that happened recently, and a lot of those will be exclusives to the Xbox platform, and some of those will be releasing this year as well. So there are many more there too. But the last one on here on the list today is State of Decay 3. There's a really short trailer on this game, and it isn't really a lot to show here at this time, but this game at the time of recording this video is set to release this year, so that is absolutely fantastic. I loved playing State of Decay 2. I had hours upon hours of fun playing this game, and I'm sure 3 will be a massive improvement on top of this, and I can't wait to see what it brings. So that's what I have for this video today, but I really just think at this point we should end the narrative that is Xbox has no games, because it's just not true. Just because these games are new and are fresh IPs doesn't mean that they won't be good. Uncharted, The Last of Us, God of War were all once new IPs. What's to say that any of these games won't get up to that level and be on the, be an Xbox equivalent to those? And there's nothing to say that they won't be as good as those games. We have to wait and see, but these are new IPs, and I think some people shouldn't judge them just because we've just started to have a ton of new games coming to the platform. But as an Xbox gamer myself, I am more excited than ever and can't wait to see all the many things that Microsoft does have in store for us in the very near future. For everyone who said that we're going to get no new games for Series X this year and no new exclusives, I think I've just rubbed your face in the dirt a little bit here, and I'm glad about it. Xbox has games, we've got awesome titles coming up, and there are tons and tons more that we're going to see in the future. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please do like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now, guys.